Alright, Skull Nation, thanks for being with me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, and share this content. Skull, baby. What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to another episode of Talk Vikings with me. Like I said, man, we're going to be talking about these coaches. We're going to be digging into their past, getting to know them, just to give you an idea of what we have. So what I'm here for. Sit back, enjoy the ride. We're going to break this thing down. Today we have the new DC, the new defensive coordinator, Ed Donatello. Darn it, I almost said Donatelli. Teenage Ninja Turtles. All right, now all my 80s babies. Anyway, new DC. Like, I like this guy. Now, some of our new coaches, I don't really know. They're like brand new. I'm not sure about them, but this is one that I'm sure of. His resume is ridiculous. Okay, like, he was just with the Broncos from 2019 to 2021, and every single year their defense. Listen, I don't even have to talk about the Broncos defense. If you know Denver, if you know their team, all they've been needing was a quarterback. That's all the Broncos been needing. That's why everybody, been talking about is Aaron Rodgers gonna go there? Are they gonna get Aaron Rodgers? Is that where Aaron Rodgers is going? Because their defense is phenomenal. Okay, and it's all because of this guy. Now, I don't know. I think his contract. Yeah, his contract has to be over with. Darn it, I should have looked that up. But he was just some kind of an senior defensive assistant in the Seahawks organization. That's odd because she was just the defensive coordinator last year for the Broncos. But I guess at the end of it, he started to help the Seahawks or during the offseason or whatever. So I think his contract was over, and he was looking for a new team, and he's kind of been helping out the Seahawks. So we snatched him. Okay, O'Connell, I see what you're doing, O'Connell. For real. So, losing Zimmer. Listen, there's no way this team is not better. So we bring O'Connell in here, a brilliant offensive mind, and then you bring Donatello in here. Like we're gonna go over some of these numbers, and we're gonna dig into why I think this guy is just gonna be phenomenal for the Vikings. For the Vikings organization, and there's no way this team is not top. Like, I'm just so excited because with him on the defensive end and O'Connell on the offensive end, and our offensive coordinator. Like that first video I made, I was kind of vague about things, but I'm going to break those 4 down because I made 4 videos. I made one video with 4 coaches in it as compared to doing them individually like I'm doing now. So we'll take care of that. But let's get into this. So since this man has been with the Broncos, every year they got better. Every single year. Like, you ain't really hearing about them. They had even after they traded Von Miller, they were still putting up numbers. It's like they traded him for a reason. Those draft picks is gonna come. Now, I don't know how good they're gonna be because he's gone now, but they were so good they could afford to do that. It's the offensive end, that wasn't working out for him. The quarterback position, let me not even go into it because I like Teddy, but their quarterback position was the problem. So okay, like I said, since he got that, they've just been rising up. They've just been getting better in every statistical category. All right, so they went from 15th ranked in the red zone in 2018. To number 1. That is a huge leap. Listen, that's why I like this guy. From 15, from mediocre or from the middle of the pack to the absolute best in the red zone, listen, that's what I mean. The Vikings defense last year, we were supposed to be great. Got Dalvin Tomlinson, got Michael Pierce, and we had all these pieces that were supposed to be this Super Bowl caliber. And we were absolutely the worst in like damn near every category. We had the worst run defense. We had the just the worst ever in everything: pass defense, run defense, red zone defense, everything. You know, so adding this guy to this organization, to this regime, is just, I love it. I love it. Like I said, there's no way they're gonna improve. You know, so like I said, from 15 to number 1 in 2019. 2020, they went 39.1 percentage in the red zone. 2020, 47.5, and ranked number 3. So obviously every year, you can have different, like, it's weird because every year is different. So you can have different numbers in different years, and still your ranking can still improve. Or for example, like I said, you can be 39.1 and 47.5. Now that's not really far, but even though they got a little worse, that's not too bad. But I don't mind going from number 1 to number 3. That's not a huge drop off. So you can't say, oh, they just had a lucky year that year, or whatever. No. He's a genius. He's brilliant. He knows what he's doing. So they went from number 1 to number 3, and 2021 they went 50% on 4th down. Ranked top 10 in total yards, 326. Like that is not bad. You got quarterbacks that's putting up 300 plus yards. Like NFL quarterbacks are real, like, you know, and then plus the running games. Some teams are putting 400 plus yards, 500 plus yards on teams. So by averaging that less of a yard on total defense, I'll take that any day. Ranked top 10 in total yards. Now, he wasn't top 5 or he wasn't number 1, but he ranked top 10 in every in total defense. 4th downs 42.3, red zone 50%, and points against 18.9%. Out of those, I like that. 18.9% points against. So like I said, each year is different. There's different categories of stuff. He might have. Now, I don't like the red zone 50%, because that means every time a team went down there, they were 1 out of 2. You know, every 2 times they went down there, they scored 1 out of every 2 times. I'll take that. But if you're telling me the teams only got, if you're telling me the teams only got 18.9, they only score 18.9% of the time, that means they didn't go in the red zone a lot. Numbers can be tricky, y'all. Forgive me, I'm kind of stuttering over these numbers, but numbers can be tricky. So if teams are 50% against us in the red zone, but points against us, teams only score 18.9% of the time, that's less than 20%. So that means teams weren't going down to the red zone a lot. So before teams could even get to the red zone, they were stopped. Forget the 50% of scoring every 2 times. They weren't even going down there. And when it did go down there, they scored half of the time. I will take that any day. I will take that any day. You know, so like, if anybody looked these up or whatever, don't let the numbers fool you. You have to interpret it logically, you know. And like I said, since the guy got there, the defense have been much improved. You know, just everybody, just top 5, top 10 in all categories. sometimes the best in certain categories as compared to other categories. So with the addition of this guy, I really think the Vikings defense is going. Like I said, I miss Zimmer. I like Zimmer, but last year was just unacceptable. But there was a lot going on in the organization, a lot of rift and raft, a lot of certain people not talking, certain people not meeting each other. And, you know, they try to do the politically correct thing and act like everything's okay and not really. No. They should have brought that to the light. And well, you know, the organization knew, so they got rid of him or whatever. But he's a great improvement. He's a great addition, and there's no way this defense don't improve. Just period. And if you know me, you know I like experience. I don't really like O'Connell is great. I guess that's where the league is going. You know, with the new coaches, and maybe that works for offense, because you're starting to see a lot of new younger coaches or head coaches or offensive coordinators on the offensive side. But these to me, honestly, defense is harder than offense, because you have to stop. Defense is harder than offense to me. Like I've broken that down in other videos. But this guy's resume is just impeccable. Like he's been coaching since since 1990. I was gonna say the 90s, no, because you could be confused. Early 90s, late 90s, since 1990. Okay, let's go over this. From 1990 to 1994, he was the Jets defensive coordinator. 95 to 99, he was the Broncos secondary DB coach. 2000 to 2003, Packers defensive coordinator. Not assistant, defensive coordinators. 2004 to 2006, Falcons defensive coordinator. 2007, Jets special team. He was a special assistant in the Jets organization. 2008, Washington defensive coordinator. 2009 to 10, Broncos secondary defensive back coach. 2011 to 2014, 49ers defensive back coach. So this is like another Zimmer. It's like another Zimmer. Because, you know, as Deion Sanders coach, and I got mad respect for Zimmer, man. So does Sanders. But this guy, all through the 90s, he was a defensive coordinator too. Like he knows the game. He has the credentials, you know. And I like that. I respect that. I don't like newbies on defense. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be in the league for a long time. Then you got me. And you got to have a great record, and you have to prove yourself. You have to be a proven individual. Then you got me, and then I'm sold. So I'm sold on this guy. No, I'm not done yet. And then obviously, And then 2015 to 2018, he was the Bears defensive back coach. And in that year, okay, like just right before he came to the Broncos and he elevated that defense, he was with the Bears. And if you remember the Bears from 2015 to 2018, I remember, because obviously Vikings fans, I'm big on the Vikings. Do y'all remember that Bears secondary? Do y'all remember Adrian Amos, Kyle Fuller, Eddie Jackson? Do y'all remember those dudes and the work that they brought to Kyle Fuller and them? Y'all don't remember Adrian Amos and them? Like you could not pass against Eddie Jackson? You remember Eddie Jackson. You could not pass against Eddie Jackson. Like you just couldn't. They had a crazy secondary in Chicago. That was because of him. He was behind that. And then right when he left, they kind of fell off. And what did he do? Go to Denver. Just elevated them. And we'll see what they do without him. But I'm just so excited, man, that we have him. So excited that we have him. I know it's going to be great progress on the Vikings side. The man record speaks for itself. You know, everywhere he's gone, everything he's touched as far as defense, he's gotten better. If you can just, like I said, look at the stats. Don't let a certain stat fool you. You don't let a certain stat fool you. You have to logically break it down. And like earlier, where I described where teams were last season in Denver, teams were scoring half of the time in the red zone. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to reiterate it. They were scoring half of the time in the red zone, but they were not even getting to the red zone. That's more important than the half. If you're not getting there, I'll take that all day. They were getting to the red zone less than 20% of the time. So, you know, I don't know about all the other coaches I'm going to be talking about, but this is a guy right here that I'm really, really excited about. I know he's going to just improve this defense significantly, you know, and, you know, maybe just a fresh face, a new system from the Zimmer ways, and just the way that O'Connell has described how it's gonna be, what the direction the organization is gonna be going. Is gonna be complete communication with everybody. They're gonna listen to the players more. I'm excited. I'm so. Ed Donatel, welcome to the Vikings. Welcome to the organization. And I know, sir, you're gonna improve us. You're gonna improve this team. And I think the worst is behind us. We were just last in every category. That is completely unacceptable. And we still had a chance with the players we had. We still had a chance to win about every game. We were in every game. Like, we set a record, the only team to like lose a bunch of games at the last minute, or by one touchdown, or by a few points. So with him, I can great sigh of relief, you know, and we'll see what happens. But until then, stay tuned. All the news, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to break everything down. And I'll catch you guys later on the next one. Peace, baby. Skol.